Hello everyone, I hope you're doing okay and managing through this lockdown. Despite what the media says, I know that all teachers are doing so much for their children just now, and this video will hopefully give you another dimension that you can use with your children. And what that is using the quiz app Kahoot. Now you can use Kahoot through live meetings, for example through your Microsoft Teams meetings, or if your council allows use of Zoom or Google Hangout, whatever you're using, you can do a Kahoot quiz and you can host that live, as I did with my tech team, and I'll show you that video in just a second. But you can also create a quiz and have your children do it in a scheduled amount of time. So you could say deadline by Friday. Now I know you can do this with Microsoft Forms or other things like that, but actually, truthfully, they're not that engaging for children. They're a bit dull, a bit bland. Whereas Kahoot, you can have time limits set, they can play against each other. There's that more competitive and fun element attached to it. So I'm going to show you how to use Kahoot and how to link it into your teams or how to use it live. First of all, let's head over to a meeting I had previously with the tech team and show you just what the experience was like for the children in the tech team in the live meeting. It's easier during those meetings if you read out the questions and the 4 answers, but the children can actually use a second device if they want as their answer pad and see the things up on screen if you share your screen. But it doesn't matter either way, you can do it as a live meeting. Here it is. What was Harry's cousin called? Red is Bradley, blue is Dudley, yellow is Vernon, and green is James. Red, Bradley, blue, Dudley, yellow, Vernon, green, James. You've got 5 seconds left. It was Dudley. So well done to the one person who got that. Great kitten, you are in the lead. Who invented the Philosopher's Stone? It's not red, Albus Dumbledore, blue, Mrs. Norris, orange, Argus Filch, green, Nicholas Flamel. 6 seconds. 5. Who put Mrs. Norris? Mrs. Norris is a cat. So for those of you that haven't used Kahoot before, it is a free program, although there is a paid version as well, which is only about £3 a month. It does provide a whole host of extra features and lets you create school quizzes, as in link to your school and other teachers as well. To get started, go to kahoot.com and sign up. I'm going to go over to my monitor and talk you through everything on there. So you want to go to kahoot.com and then you're going to sign in or log in or create an account. If you want to make your own Kahoot, head up to Kahoots and create new. Creating a Kahoot is easy. You've got lots of different types, but truthfully, best to start off just with a new blank template. You put in your question up here, your Kahoot title here. You can add images to each of your questions. You can change the time limit, you can change the amount of points, and the answer options as well. So say for example, who is the First Minister of Scotland? And you select the correct answer just by clicking the wee tick there, and you can add images as the answer instead of text as well, which is quite a powerful new feature. And it's especially good if you've got infant classes or infant children that aren't so good at reading yet. And once you've done that, you just click on Add Question, and you get to choose the type of question that you add. So you can add a quiz question, that was what we just did, true or false, 2 options only. Open-ended, if you want the children to type an answer. That is, however, a pro feature, so you can't have that on a free account. Puzzle, if you want the children to place the answers in the correct order. Poll does what it says, and slide as well if you want to add an explanation after any of your questions. It's really, really powerful. You can do a lot with Kahoot. After you've created your Kahoot and you've added your title, you can also add a cover image as well, and you just save it to your Kahoot. So I'm just going to click Done, and I'm going to press Done up here, and that is my Kahoot saved. And the reason I didn't press any of the other options is you can actually do it from your Kahoot template here. So if I'm in a live lesson, as I was with the tech team, I'd click on Play, and I would click on Teach. And what that does, it brings up a Kahoot code. So you can choose team mode, you can choose classic, you can change a lot of the options. But if we go into classic, that's basically what you normally use. You'll get the Kahoot music coming along as well. The children go to kahoot.it or sign in with the Kahoot app, and they would then enter the game pin and they'd put in a username. If anyone enters with a dodgy username, you can click on it and they get removed from the game. You can also turn it so that it automatically gives them a random nickname. But generally, if you're doing this with your class, it's nice to ask them to put in their full name so that you know exactly who it is who's answering which questions. And then you've seen the experience already in the tech team video. And I'm going to show you how you can embed this instead into your Twitter feed or into your school website or your Teams or your Google or your blog, whatever you're using. Again, you click on play, but this time you choose assign. So you have to set an end date. So children or the players have to complete it by, let's say, Friday the 22nd at 12 o'clock. We can choose to have the question timer. We can choose to randomize the answer order as well, which means then they can't kind of say, oh, it's the red answer on question 2 and that sort of thing. Nickname generator, again, if you don't want them to sign in with any name that they want. Then you press create, and it comes up with a URL. So you can copy that URL and post it wherever you want, or you can share it directly to your team, or your Google, or your Twitter, Facebook, wherever you want to share it, just by clicking on that. You can change the deadline at any point, and you can challenge yourself if you want to. Down here it shows what questions for the whole class were tricky. It shows you if anyone seemed to need help and if there's anyone that didn't finish it. And at the end of it, you're able to get an Excel spreadsheet that shows a breakdown of all of your class as well. I really hope this video has been helpful for you. I absolutely love Kahoot, and I do use it with the children. I used to use it a lot when I was in class, but now that we're in lockdown, it's actually a great opportunity to get back into using Kahoot and set assignments and quizzes for your children and just have a bit of fun. If you've got any questions or suggestions about future tutorials, please drop me a tweet to @MrFeistClass. I'm always on Twitter and I absolutely love hearing from you guys and getting ideas about other videos that I can create and put out to help you. As I say, I know everyone's going above and beyond for our children, and I just hope that this adds a wee bit of an extra dimension to your lessons and the learning experience for your children. Stay safe and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.